Rocket's
Man,
cool,
like.
and he's got the bravado, right? Like small man syndrome. You know, like I've got these enormous guns because I'm overcompensating for being small and deemed cute and not a threat. And man, that was me for most of my life. Like I wanted to have that, and I never really fulfilled it. But I wanted to be revered at some points in my life. Like, oh, what would it be like if people were scared of me? And I have this ongoing joke with Aladdin. When I was drunk one time, I had one of my friends was like someone who's quite dangerous. He wasn't my friend, but I said to someone when I was drunk, oh yeah, if I make 2 phone calls, you're fucking dead. And Aladdin was like, he just found it so funny. Because I used to say it as a serious thing. And that guy once said to me, my friend, he's tell Sachin to stop saying my fucking name. That he didn't even really know me like that. And I was like, yeah. I can really relate to Rocket because of that.
Yeah.
You know, like I wanted to have something that people were scared of. But really, I'm cute and lovable.
Yeah. Do you know what? I like that. It's a nice metaphor, because I think we've all got a bit of that in us. Like the some kind of bravado, some kind of mask that we put on to, show ourselves in a way that we think makes us look better than, what we actually really are, which is just the same as everyone else. And Rocket, you could say, okay, yeah, he's different because he's a talking raccoon or rabbit, as Thor likes to call him. But actually, he's just the same as anyone else. He's got the same wants and needs. He's got the same emotions. He feels the same things. He's got the same whatever, And it's like we can fall into the trap of like, okay, I need to put this mask on now and I need to be this big guy. And there's a scene in it's either Guardians 2 or Infinity War where he actually like shows a bit of emotion. And someone's like, Rocket, are you crying? He's like, no. And it's like, again, it's going to show that there's more to him than just like the bravado. And the other thing that I love about him is like he's they say he's the loneliest character in the MCU because he's a one of a kind. He was genetically modified or tested on or something as a, he's like the only walking, talking raccoon that we know about. So he's like the loneliest character because he has no one else to like relate to from a species or we are one kind of perspective. And you can see that he pushes people away a lot because like loneliness is all he knows. Again, it comes down to the best he's doing with the thinking he's got. His thinking is like, all I know is loneliness, so I don't need anyone, so I'm gonna push people away. Pushing people away because like all he knows is like loneliness, and it's like that's his comfort zone. His comfort zone is being lonely. And it's like my comfort zone for a long time was being miserable and not wanting to really show emotion or not really wanting to, have to look into, feelings or anything like that. That was my comfort zone. And I was doing a lot of stuff that I probably wouldn't do now back then because it was all I knew at the time. And it's like, how often do we do things because it's all we know? We're only ever acting out of the realms of what our intellect knows. And what's our intellect based on? Our intellect is based on memory and past experience, but it's not all that there is. The unknown is where there's way more available to us. And it's like with Rocket, it's like, I don't know, like maybe in this third movie they might explore his character a bit more in that and like help him to see what's in the unknown. And I think his journey through the other 2 films and through Infinity War and Endgame is like he's starting to see like actually these people are my family. Like I don't have to be lonely, and he's starting to see that there's something more available to him because, okay, maybe loneliness isn't the only thing that I know. Maybe I can know something else, and that's interesting.
Keith says it, our mentor Keith, the unknown is what everyone's been looking for. And the unknown gives you a break from your past. The unknown gives you possibility. The unknown gives you a way out of what you think is right and wrong or should and shouldn't do and all that. And what I see with Rocket when you say he's pushing people away, there's one part where someone like pets him, like a little, like gives him a stroke on the head, and he like his ears go down a little bit and he drops his defenses. And it reminds me of like, I really enjoy physical touch in a relationship, and it's one of my stronger love languages. And I like the same thing. Play with my hair in it, fucking massage my scalp and all that. It's great. And the first time someone did it to me out of love, really gently, I started crying, and I was like, whoa, not sad tears or anything. Just I don't know why I just started crying, and they were like, "You're right." I was like, "Yeah, I'm really enjoying this, but I don't know why I'm getting emotional." And I think it's like when we really allow ourselves to be with people without all of the defense and the, you know, how am I supposed to behave here and who have I been before this moment, you can really melt into moments and have something deeper connected instead of like scripted conversations based on what you know, based on who you've been up until this point. At that moment, I had never experienced that, and I let myself really like feel into it.
Yeah,
It was amazing.
Yeah, and it's like it's a dropping of the guard, you know. And my dropping of the guard for me was like being more open and being more vulnerable. Like I remember when, you know, I first had the conversation with my friends about like being depressed and miserable. I remember we were on our way to a football game, and it's like we went to the pub, and I don't think I was really drinking. They were like, "Oh, why aren't you drinking?" And I just started saying like, "Oh, I've been going through some stuff, and this is what I've experienced in the last few years." And it just really, the dropping of the guard just like allowed me to be way more open, rather than trying to hide behind this barrier that I'd kind of put up for so many years. And it's like that is like the you know, the stroking on the head is like, you can see Rocket like laying down his guard in that moment of like, oh, I don't need to be this tough guy right now. I can just be like a cute, you know, fox that people want. Well, he's not a fox, a raccoon that people want to stroke.
Yeah, man. There's a Rocket in all of us. You know, like there's a softness, there's a tenderness there, man. Like I love that word, tenderness. It's it feels like there really is. There's like a tenderness in everyone who we want to be loved and we want to love other people. I think it's only natural, and I love that Rocket is a symbol of that, even though it doesn't look like it on the surface. Like if you watch this movie, are you really gonna fucking see that?
Yeah, yeah. But that's it. I think that's it, right? It's like it's this is what I was saying before. Like when he's got the same wants and needs as everyone, he wants to be loved. Everyone wants to be loved. Even people who say they don't probably do. Like it's just innate. Like love is what emanates through all of us and through nature. It's just like we want to share that love with people, with things, with, you know, whatever.
We're doing it right now.
Yeah, exactly. And that's it. It's like, you know, it's what most of us want, is just to be loved and to give love. That's it.